This is incredible. This is inside reactor number 2.
I've been monitoring the Fukushima nuclear plant for quite some time, and I posted the video the other day showing that demolition of reactor number 4, and that is where the more than 2,000 fuel rods are located. They built these reactors in a very dangerous way. They have the reactors like 5 stories high up in the air. So these fuel rods that were scheduled to go into reactor number 4 on the morning of the tsunami are sitting that high up in the air. Now, from what I've read over the past months, what they're dreading is another earthquake or anything that makes the building topple over or shake apart somehow. It will spread those fuel rods out, and right now the only way they're keeping them cool is with the ocean water, and I believe that they are allowing the contaminated water to just flow right back into the ocean. And from what I read, the way I believe it is, if these fuel rods reach a certain temperature, there is nothing that can cool them down again. You could totally submerge them in water and they continue to burn and release radioactive contaminants. Now, each one of the fuel rods contain enough to kill over 2 billion people, and there's over 2,000 of them. But I've been monitoring it since that demolition, and it's like been flaring up really big in that area, and then it like diminishes, then flares up, and more so than I have seen in the past. This video here is pretty strange because it has a yellow tint to it, and I sped this video up 8 times, or it'll be an hour-long video or more. See how that just changed from the yellow tint to what it is now? That was strange. I don't think they're being totally honest with us about this situation. So I just wanted to post this and make everyone aware of the activity that's taking place. I'll put the link down below so you can look at it in real time for yourself. As always, I hope you all are safe, and Godspeed. I'll talk to you again soon. This is a huge flash on July 5th, 2012 at the TEPCO nuclear plant in Fukushima, Japan. Okay, here it is slowed down so it's easier to see. I have no idea what the cause of it is, but it's definitely very powerful and out of the ordinary. I hope you all are safe again soon.
This is incredible. This is inside reactor number 2's containment vessel. All I can think about is, can you imagine what's being done to the Pacific Ocean, having this radioactive contamination draining into it for the past 16 months? Man. It's been recently reported that the plans that were used to build the nuclear plant were flawed and a very bad idea. That's been reported within the last few days. Japan has finally admitted that the TEPCO nuclear plant design was flawed and a very bad idea to have the reactor sitting so high up off the ground. And they never had proper safety procedures in place. So now all those fuel rods are sitting between 5 and 7 stories above the ground in reactor number 4, and they have constructed a temporary water pump system to keep them cool. And if that fails, or if the structure collapses, all bets are off. Once those fuel rods become a certain temperature, there's nothing on Earth that can cool them down again. And they will continually release radioactive contamination. And then the area will become so contaminated no human can even get close. And up till now, they cannot figure out how to safely deal with all those fuel rods. the latest that I have read is they're going to try and build some huge structure that has to reach 5 to 7 stories in the air, and somehow build an encasement to transfer these fuel rods into some safer environment. Man. This stuff is so dangerous. It never should have been allowed to become a viable energy option. Greed has motivated these monsters to try and harness nuclear energy. Putting the entire planet at risk. And we're not being told the truth about what's really going on. Can you imagine what the condition of the Pacific Ocean is? Having this stuff dumped into it for the last 16 months? I mean, that contaminates the food chain. And the silence is deafening. I mean, we don't get reports as to what's really taking place. TEPCO has been caught in numerous lies. So it's suspect whatever they do say. It's funny where they place the cameras, you know, they put them in places, you know, that are in the biggest blind spots from not being able to see any of the activity that's taken place. They should have high definition cameras pointed directly at the spots where they're working or doing whatever. There should be full disclosure, and there's not, and that's frustrating and frightening at the same time. And most people have their heads buried in the sand and don't even realize that this is taking place. Well, as usual, I hope that you all are safe. Godspeed. I'll talk to you again soon.